The Insta360 Wind Muff accessory. Does it really help or not? Now first and foremost, I'm reviewing the Wind Muff on the X3 camera, not the X4, but if you look at the design, it's about the same, just a bit bigger. So what are the two components of the Wind Muff? There's a sticky Velcro base which attaches onto your camera, and then there's the Velcro Wind Muff component, which is the Wind Muff essentially. Pretty straightforward. And we're going to jump straight into testing. I've tested this in 3 different scenarios. One where it was super windy and I'm walking around in a circle. One where it's not as windy and I'm stationary, and on a motorcycle. Now with all of these tests, I tested it with the Wind Muff on and the Wind Muff off. And in addition to that, I've tested it with the 2 different settings, the direction focus setting and the wind noise reduction setting. Now the first one, super windy and walking in a circle. This is a Wind Muff test. The Wind Muff is currently off and the direction focus setting is turned on. This is a Wind Muff test. The Wind Muff is currently off and the wind noise reduction setting is turned on. This is a Wind Muff test. The Wind Muff is currently on and the direction focus setting is enabled. This is a Wind Muff test. I've got the Wind Muff currently on and the wind noise reduction setting turned on. It doesn't help as much as you'd like it to, especially in windy conditions. For reference, I also tested this against the Insta360 with the Wind Muff on and the wind noise reduction setting enabled. I've got the Sony A7C Mark II with the ECM-B10 with the Wind Muff on that, and the Sony ZV-1 with the default Deadcat it comes with. This is a Wind Muff test to test the wind noise reduction capabilities between all 3 different devices. This is a Wind Muff test to test the wind noise reduction capabilities between all 3 different devices. This is a Wind Muff test to test the wind noise reduction capabilities between all 3 different devices. Look at that. It's windy as. So if you've ever used a proper Deadcat before, you can see it's nowhere near as good as one. Now for the next test, stationary and in some light windy conditions. This is a wind test and I've got the Wind Muff off and the direction focus setting on. This is a wind test and I've got the Wind Muff off and the wind noise reduction setting on. This is a wind test and I've got the Wind Muff on and the direction focus setting enabled. This is a wind test and I've got the Wind Muff on and the wind noise reduction setting on. Don't ask me why I was in a tree. Honestly, not bad, pretty good for just a piece of foam. But the question I've got to ask is, with an action camera, realistically, when will you capture audio and remain stationary? Now for the last test, I tried this out on a motorcycle and I went 50 kilometers per hour. And that is around 31 miles per hour for you imperial scum. For vehicles, I'd recommend you use the wind noise reduction setting, and that should be adequate. The Wind Muff is a bonus, but you might lose it. Guys, I had to pray to the wind gods for a windy day. This testing took me so long. That's gotta be worth a subscribe. Testing results aside, I've also got some usability experience to share. I've used this for around half a year, so there's a few pros and cons which I think will impact your decision making on this. The pros. So the very first pro, it's better than nothing. Yep. It's very quick and easy to install and store away. The removal process for that sticky Velcro is actually really good. And there we go, just like brand new. Huh, I'm surprised. Good work, Insta360. They also give you quite a few wind muffs so that you can replace it if you lose it or if it gets damaged. Which I guess leads us to the cons. They're not built to last. The Velcro system sucks. It gets caught onto everything. It's not really effective when it's super windy outside. It won't fit in the original Insta360 accessories you can purchase, such as the original case and this rubber cap cover. So to conclude, I don't advise you buy it, but I also don't strongly recommend against it. It's fairly cheap, which is a plus, and it's better than nothing.